So somehow we did it. We're at the end. Day 3 of Riot Fest. I'm James Van Osdol backstage. And now is a good time for you, as the year is winding down, to get a hold of your finances. Achieve cost certainty. The easiest way I can recommend is by switching to solar. There are tax credits floating around out there. National tax credits, local tax credits that will help you save a bundle, like up to 48%, I think is the number. But these are going away at the end of the year. So look into how you can switch to solar and take control of your finances. Sopel Solar, S-O-P-E-L, solar.com. My friend Brent Sopel, former NHL great, Brent Sopel, is going to help you switch to solar. You pay nothing out of pocket. The consultation is free, and it's kind of fun to do online. SopelSolar.com. Switch to solar. Have cost certainty for the first time probably ever. So I have such fond memories of the 1990s here in Chicago. Just awesome memories of the music, the moments, the culture. But the thing is, the 90s they're in the past. They're in the rear view. You can't go back. Or can you? This book right here is your way into the past. It is 90 Days in the 90s, a rock and roll time travel story. It's like a time machine back to that period. You can join record store owner Darby as she jumps on the mystical gray line to time travel back to her carefree 20s and soak up all the nostalgia that she can. Get your hands on this brand new novel, 90daysinthe90s.com. You can get a signed copy while you're there. Or if you don't want to go there, just go to Amazon. If that's easier for you, fine. Go to Amazon. Go to any bookstore you buy your books from. 90 Days in the 90s. I'm going to hold it up again just because. All right, we're good. I have nothing prepared for you because I figured I didn't need to.
No, absolutely. Let's roll.
Like
Let's
one of those guys.
roll it.
We're rolling. It's Car Con Carne. Is that a Perrier?
The Perrier is, yes. Absolutely. It's a watermelon one.
Are you triple fisting your drinks
I am.
today?
I am.
Attaboy. Well, you're the talent today. You're allowed. Look at that. It's Kevin Singleton, a returning guest on Car Con Carne. Night Spice. Damn that hot synth. Woo. Night Spice. Woo! Night Spice. Got us started today, day 3, Riot Fest. Before we even talk about that, I've got to say, Kevin, it's a hot day. It's a sunny day. Aren't you baking in that black hoodie?
Yes.
I'm worried about you. That's why you're triple fisting.
Yeah. No, it's mind over matter at this point. And I sunburned terribly, and I'm not trying to deal with that. So the hoodie's on. The hoodie's here. The hoodie's here to stay.
You are fair-skinned.
Absolutely. And I burn like nobody's business on the arms specifically, and I'm not trying to. Not today.
This is one of life's cruel things in that Night Spice is made for summer sun. Night Spice is made for day drinking.
No, Night Spice is made for nighttime, darkness.
Well,
No.
let's talk about that. So you opened up the Radical stage yesterday at Riot Fest. Broad daylight. You brought it. How did it feel to you?
It felt wonderful. I really, this is the earliest I've ever sang in my life. So that was cool. I swallowed a bee during our second song. I did, and I complained about it for a little while. A bee went in my mouth. It stung me during our second song.
It actually stung you?
Oh yeah, in the mouth. It flew right in my mouth. It stung me right inside the mouth.
Wait, now that's why you're triple fisting.
No, I'm triple fisting because it's hot as hell and
Yeah.
I need liquids.
Wait, and you knew it was a bee because you spit it out, or how do you know it was a bee?
I saw it. I saw it flying around me, buzzing around, and then it went right in my mouth when I was singing. It was luckily right when I held the note out and stopped and pulled away. Is when it was. I felt it in my mouth and then it stung me. It was disgusting.
Well, I'm glad you're not allergic.
I'm not allergic. That would have been a good story.
It would have been a memorable day at Riot Fest. This interview wouldn't be happening right now.
No, that would have been terrible.
There'd be like anaphylaxis going on stage. Jesus.
We played in Scotland in my old band that I'm not going to name, but because it's irrelevant. But I stepped on a power. We had power converters because our power was different, obviously, over there. And I stepped on this thing and got shocked and missed 2 complete songs. I was out of it.
Oh my God.
Yeah. So this would have been worse because at least I got up and played. If I was allergic, we'd have been done. Luckily, there's a hospital right there, though.
There is. So a bee went in your mouth and stung you. You know, bees are attracted to sweet things.
That's
and
right.
The bee zeroed in on your sweet mouth.
There we go.
All right, but seriously,
I love that.
I went up. I wasn't able to stay long because I'm doing interviews back here. But it felt right seeing you guys up there.
Thank you. Yeah, I actually think now that we've done a couple daytime festivals, I think I'm going to change our band name. And we're officially Day Spice now. We're done with this night shit. So, can I swear?
Yeah, you've been on that podcast before. Come on.
All right. I always got to ask. You never know.
Because you're respectful.
I'm always respectful. I respect everybody.
But that said, you did this one. You did Riot Fest. You were at Summerfest. This feels like it's been an extraordinary year.
It has been. It's been a roller coaster, like a good roller coaster, like I don't know, like Batman the Ride or something. Something.
Well, I think Batman the Ride's in the dark.
I love it. I love it. The American Eagle with the helix.
I don't know if you're like me, Kevin. Last time I went to Six Flags, I realized I think I'm too old for all the intense roller coasters now.
No, absolutely. I'll do everything. I'll skydive. I'll bungee jump. I'll just let me have it. Let me do it all.
You got that fearless kind of.
I love it. I love the heights. The first time I went, I've never skydived yet, but I want to. That's like my next thing. That's what I want to do, like more than anything in the world. But I've done bungee jumping twice. Which in Wisconsin Dells both times off a bridge. It was really fun. Yeah, but
you're a thrill seeker.
I love
it.
I love it. I love it. I love it. I love it.
And everyone I've talked to who's done skydiving says it's like one of the top 5 experiences of their lives. I still can't. I can't visualize myself doing that.
I want to get so good at it to where like I get the squirrel suit and I can fly. Like that's what I want. That's what I want the most out of any sort of thrill-seeking situation, and that's just it. That's me. That's the peak for me.
Well, we went down the rabbit hole. This has been a hell of a year for Night Spice.
Thank you.
And I brought the visual aid right here.
Mm-hmm.
The new release on compact disc.
Yes. Welcome to Miami, Illinois.
Welcome to Miami, Illinois. Welcome to Douglas Park, Illinois, for Riot Fest. What a great year. What fun to see you on stage. I guess, how do you follow up everything that's come up to this point? What's next for Night Spice?
What's next for Night Spice is a double release in November, Thanksgiving weekend. We're doing 2 release shows for 2 releases. Both of them will be about 6 songs each, and they're going to be fun. It's going to be very fun. Night one is going to be called the Masquerade, the Miami, Illinois Masquerade. Think like Kubrick, Eyes Wide Shut kind of vibe.
Kind of like a high-end key party.
Yeah,
okay.
It's supposed to be invite only, but like we're going to do this whole viral thing where you can decode the password and decipher all that stuff, and I think it's going to be really fun. We have 2 different sets of lineups each night. And then it's the the Miami, Illinois beach party is night 2, and that's beach themed in the middle or Thanksgiving weekend. It's gonna be cold but it's gonna be hot as fuck in there. So I can't wait.
This all leads me to the most important question: Are you in fact living your best life right now?
I absolutely am. I am on cloud fucking 9, and I have been for a while. It is and it's crazy. They say there's that movie by that one director, Christopher Nolan. It's called the Dark Knight or some shit.
Heard of it.
They say that it's the night is darkest just before dawn. And I feel like during COVID's pandemic lockdown, everything sucked, and everything sucked for everybody. And I hope everybody else came out of COVID swinging like me, because I'm going for the fence.
You are, and I know how busy you are with your day job, with family, and with Night Spice. Like, you're just one of those creative spirits. You got to keep creating. I
gotta move.
I get that vibe. I totally understand it, and I love the results.
Thank you so
much,
much,
Night Spice. Ladies and gentlemen, this man got stung by a bee his throat while on stage.
Yes, it sucked.
Let's see Trent Reznor recover from something like that. Let's see Ice Cube recover from that. Glenn Danzig would bitch all night about that, but not you.
Not me.
Not Night Spice.
I ate it.
Eat the bee.
I ate the bee.
Eat the bee. Eat the bee.
And then I played 7 more songs, and then I took my shirt off at the end, and I showed everybody what a real man looks like.
Before we go, I should bring up the most recent video, which has your drummer Mark, also shirtless.
Yeah,
shaming all of us men. Like,
you know what? Mark was a thick boy back in back a couple months. Dude has lost like 60 pounds since March, and he was like a beefy little stocky little man. We used to call him the Big Chest. Like, we had nicknames for him, and like we called him Hamburger Helper behind his back, and like a bunch of, like all sorts of cool names, and like I'm allowed to do that though. I'm a big guy, so I'm allowed to fat shame fat people because I'm fat. But anyway, just kidding. But I'm not though. You ever see that? Never mind.
So, anyways, Mark, he looks fabulous. He used to be a thick boy. He's not anymore. He's now the gold standard that we should all aspire to.
No. This is the gold standard, right?
There. He swallowed a bee. He is the man behind the man behind Night Spice, representing Chicago. There's something to be said for that ambassadorship to be one of the local bands on stage at Riot Fest.
Yeah,
pretty fucking cool.
You know what? The one thing that escaped me is that I didn't give the other bands a shout out on the stage or Riot Fest a shout out. I said like, "Welcome to Riot Fest," stoked to be here, blah blah blah, but. I think I've made it apparent that I'm very grateful.
Without a doubt.
And I thank you, Riot Fest, so much. I'm gonna every press outlet I do for all one more of them that I do for the rest of the day is gonna be just gratitude central. So I'm gonna get a Riot Fest tattoo next week.
All right, Kevin, Night Spice, we love you. Thank you.
Thank you so much.